Half almost over. Let me start y'all off with some positive vibes for the morning. My glasses are foggy and I'm sweating, but it's all right. It'll all pass. Let's get the morning started because you know what I say. It's going to be a what?
One, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step two, get some good, some food in you. Step three, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step four, everybody just do your thing. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day. Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do.
Aftermath of preparation.
Run, good food, good mood.
Blood in circulation.
One step at a time.
Yeah, that's how you make it.
Set a goal
you control, and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration.
And if I make a mistake, it's called education.
I try to do this every day, call it replication.
What?
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.
Good morning, Valerie. Good morning, Billy. Good morning, Michael. Hey, Mika.
Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
Get your coffee.
I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo.
What?
Sometimes I'm high,
Other times I'm barely breathing, y'all.
You always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison they ride.
Hey.
Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap.
All the bad for the good.
In my head when I'm lost.
What? Hey, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive vibes are overtaken.
I got patience.
One day at a time, that's how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes
Temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation.
I live my life in my head.
Like a narration.
Don't expect greatness through my best, man. I take it.
Wake up.
Hey.
Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
Hey.
Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
And it is.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. Come on in, come on in. I'm still sweating, but y'all know why. It's the bike, y'all. I got on and I took an Alex Toussaint class. His classes, I be really praying to the gods before I take his class because I know Alex is going to hurt me. Okay? And he did. I don't care how long I've been riding this bike. My legs hurt. They tired. Yes, Valerie, let me tell you what's in my coffee. People always ask me what's in my coffee when I'm on TikTok. They be like, what's in your coffee? Mainly they're asking me what's in my coffee because I don't have any fucking sense and I'm always dancing around on TikTok. And so they be like, what the hell is in your coffee? But what's in my coffee? Coffee, cream, cinnamon, a little bit of brown sugar. Okay, just a little bit. All right. And some collagen peptides. I put a big old scoop of collagen peptides, protein powder, in my coffee every morning. That is how I get my collagen in. All right. If you don't want to taste the collagen I have has no flavor. I have even put it in my water and drank it, but it doesn't melt nicely in cold beverages for me. Okay, I don't want to be swallowing clumps. So I put it in my coffee and it helps keep your skin nice. It helps keep your nails nice. You know, we got to take care of ourselves. Yes, Valerie, put the shit in your coffee. Keep your skin nice. You know, I'm trying to prevent this chicken gooseneck from continuing because I see it coming. And I'm like, no, fuck that collagen peptide. Come here. You know, I always said, happy Thursday, Cheryl Lee. Hey, Deb. I always said I wasn't going to be one of those women that get up in age and be going to get Botox and shit. I did. I said that. And then, like, I keep looking at this neck. Hi, Pat. And I went into, when I went and got my vitamin drip and my facial, you know, I asked them about Botox. I was like, what is going on with my neck? She was like, first of all, ain't nothing wrong with your neck. She says, now you do have a little bit of, you know, sagging, you know, that happens as you get older. Nothing you can fucking do about that. Ain't. I mean, do I gotta do face exercises? I mean, we exercise the body, but what the fuck? So I just want to admit to y'all that I did inquire about some fucking Botox, right? But then when I watch shows like Survival of the Thickest and I look at Tasha Smith's face, I be like, no, because it took me 3 episodes to recognize that she was really who she was. Like, I knew who she was, but I couldn't accept it because she didn't look the same. Right. And so that's the risk in starting to mess with Botox and fillers and all those shits. I don't want any fillers. I just want a little Botox to pull this a little bit. But I'm scared, y'all. But I just want to admit that I did ask. I'm just the fuck saying. I never thought. Right. The face looks frozen. And that's what I don't want. Right. And so I just got my vitamin drip and my facial and left the fuck up out of there. I did. Because I need my face to move. But these are the things that, I swear, y'all, when I was young, I was like, I'm never going to go get Botox. I'm never going to go do none of this shit on my face. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. And I literally inquired about that shit. I was shocked at myself. I was like, oh my God. But I walked out without it, y'all. It's no lines in the forehead. I don't have lines in my forehead, do I? Oh, my fucking God. She didn't even, well, first of all, she said I didn't need nothing in my forehead. She said all I needed was this to pull. She said people that go and get Botox, if they start sticking you here, it's wrong. They should never stick you around here. They should never try to take this permanently away. She said they should just pull it a little bit and you should still have a natural crease. But I ain't fucking around because I don't want, and then the other reason why I second guessed doing Botox, I'm still sweating, be Jesus, is because Botox only lasts 6 months. Did y'all know that? Botox, I started putting it in my smoothies, but I drink more coffee than smoothies, so I just make sure it's in my morning coffee to get it out the way. But did y'all know Botox only lasts 6 months? I was like, hell no, because it's not cheap. Okay? It is not cheap. They talk about $500 for 50 cc's. It's $10 a cc, and I need 50 cc's. I was like, what? 50 cc's, $500 for some needles in my face? The facial was $200. I was like, what the fuck? I'll just stick with the facial. I can't. I really can't. I can't afford myself. Well, anyway, y'all. Oh, Cheryl Lee puts it in her smoothies. Okay, I have my glasses off. Yep, and it's excellent for bones and muscles. Valerie, get you some. Let me show y'all the one that I got because I'm proud of the one that I got. 1 second. Let me show y'all. Because okay. Let me show y'all the one that I have. That's the one that I use. Okay? It's by Live Conscious. It's grass-fed and pasture-raised. Okay? Pure hydrolyzed peptides. It's good for hair, nails, joint support. Okay? 41 servings, 16-ounce bag. Okay? It's gluten-free, no dairy, no soy, no hormones, no preservatives. All right? And it has both type 1 and 3 collagen peptides supporting strong hair, nails, bones, and joint and skin elasticity. All right, here you go. Live Conscious is the name of the brand. All right. I actually ordered this from Amazon, but you could go to GNC, you could go to, the Vitamin Shop, any one of those places. But I got it from Amazon, and I put a scoop. This is the scoop size. You fill this scoop up and you put it in your smoothie, your water, your coffee, whatever it is. And I do it every single morning. Oh, it is? Hillbilly, let us sister know. Is it going to be like 500? Listen, I'm on a budget. I got a lot of coffee with friends trips to do. I don't know if I can afford my youth. All right. But come on in, y'all. Let's read the positive thought, because there's a video I want to play for y'all. And I want y'all opinion on it. All right. And so I'm going to get to the positive thoughts first. Get that out the way. July 27th. Oh my God, July is almost over. Listen, one thing I want to say is stay cool, because we have a hot fucking week this week, okay? I'm supposed to go out today and get my hair taken out. And so I'm either going to have it taken out today or tomorrow, but it's coming out, y'all. I'm not looking forward to this weave coming out, because I'm going to have to wash my hair underneath it. Somebody help me. July 27th. July is the month of understanding. I will gain more understanding when I realize I cannot force others to see that what I feel is real. You know how motherfuckers, you tell people how you feel and they be like, oh my God, like they, take it lightly, or they try to tell you shouldn't feel that way. All right. I will gain more understanding when I realize I cannot force others to see that what I feel is real. When you are hurting, it may seem that other people do not notice or they do not care. They never seem able to recognize the depth of your misery or discomfort. You want them to see and feel what you are going through so that they can stop it. Unfortunately, your efforts to get them to acknowledge what you are feeling leads to more frustration. You conclude that they don't care, and this sends you deeper into the very thing you are trying to desperately escape. You cannot force someone else to see your pain. Your pain is your pain. It is the result of what you are telling yourself, about others, and situations or circumstances. I got to read that again. You cannot force someone else to see your pain. Your pain is your pain. It is a result of what you are telling yourself, about others, about situations and circumstances. It is not necessarily for anyone to see, know, or understand that you are hurting. Your experience is the only motivation required to let you know that something must change. The something is you. Talking to me this morning. The something is you. When you are in pain, you must take responsibility for the elimination of your own pain. If you believe that someone's behavior is hurting you, move away. Move far enough away and long enough to realize your pain is not caused by them. It comes from what you tell yourself about them. Often, pain is the result of the failure to acknowledge something that is staring you right in the face. What may be staring at you is the fact that in demanding attention from someone else, you are giving away pieces of yourself that are too valuable to love. Oh my God, y'all. Did y'all hear that? What may be staring at you is the fact that in demanding attention from someone else, you are giving away pieces of yourself that are too valuable to love. Until today, you may not have realized that trying to force someone else to acknowledge your pain causes you more pain. You may have been blaming them when the truth is you are abusing yourself. Just for today, know that your pain is real and that your experience is the only legitimate reason you need to make some needed changes. Today, I am devoted to the elimination of all self-abusive, self-negating thoughts and behaviors. Ooh. How many of y'all out here have been in a relationship? I'm going to use that as an example, right? And your partner has hurt you. And you found yourself convincing your partner over and over again of how much they hurt you. And you fought with the fact that they didn't understand how deep the pain is, right? You ever talk to somebody about something that they did that hurt you and they be like, oh my God, that hurt you? My ex was good for that. I'd be like, oh, that wasn't nice what you said. That hurt my feelings. And he would call me a baby. He would say, oh my God, that little shit hurt you. Like he would say little things like that. And I found myself trying over and over and over and over again to make him understand how he hurt me and how much he hurt me, right? But it never penetrated, right? But based on today's reading, right? It's not for us to convince them how much they hurt us, right? We let them know, good morning, Angel. We let them know that they hurt us, right? But now that we know that they hurt us, what are we going to do as individuals about the hurt that they instilled upon us? Are you going to stay in that space and try over and over again to convince this person of how they hurt you? Or are you going to do a self-assessment and figure out what changes need to be made in your life so that you don't have to have this type of hurt? What are we doing? Right? It says move away from the hurt. Move away from the hurt. Right? And unpack that shit within yourself. And you are the one to determine when you need to make a change. It is not for you to convince the next person how deeply they hurt you. Some people will never understand. And then what? There's a lot of people walking around that have been hurt by people that say, oh my God, they just don't understand how much they hurt me. And you sit in that. And those very thoughts are the thoughts that keep you hostage to that pain. This says, do a self-assessment. Figure out what changes you need to make in your life to avoid this type of pain. See, for me, it was talking to me this morning, right? I was that person. I was that person that when you hurt me, I spent a significant amount of energy trying to convince you of how deeply you hurt me because I wanted you to understand how deep you hurt me. And I spent many nights in my feelings because this person didn't understand. That was wasted time, right? What I should have been working on is understanding that they hurt me, right? And identifying what changes I needed to make in my life so that I didn't have to deal with that, right? And so I have changed, right? I'm not that person. I'm still sort of that person, but not exactly. Like, I am evolving. Like, I find myself today, when people hurt me, I sit in it for a minute, right? I'm getting better and better at it, right? And I sit in the feeling of what they did. And then I ask myself, now what are you going to do? Are you going to just sit in this and be miserable about it and think of ways to convince the person how they hurt you? No. My thing is, I'm going to have a conversation with you, right? And if nothing is happening from that point on and you still don't understand how you hurt me, then I'm going to move accordingly. The change is going to happen within me. I don't have control over anybody else, but I have control over me, right? And so I will change the way I'm moving. I will change the dynamics of what's going on so that I don't have to continue to wonder or convince this person of the hurt that they put on me. All right. And so I hope that this positive thought helped you, because I know a lot of people that I talk to on a day-to-day basis, they be sitting down wondering why motherfuckers hurt them. And they spend days, hours, months healing from that shit, right? Never recognizing the fact that you need to look within yourself and you need to decide what changes you need to make for yourself so that these things don't happen anymore. Or, not that they don't happen anymore, but you can better control them. You can better control your emotions and you know how to deal with it. Good morning, Kevin. So good morning. Happy Thursday. That is our positive thought for today. Question, y'all. I'm going to play a video for y'all today, right? I didn't get to change the topic, but don't worry. I'm going to play a video for y'all today because this was a very interesting video that MJ Got Game sent me. And I was like, oh my God, it really made me think. At first, I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? And then I was like, you know what? I might kind of agree with that a little bit. So I want to play that for y'all. And I want to get y'all, your opinions about it. Okay. I hope you guys can hear it when I play it. But before I play it, did y'all hear that Tina Knowles and her husband are getting a divorce? Beyonce's mommy is getting a divorce. And a lot of people are commenting on a post saying that they saw this coming because she did an interview on Black Excellence Relationships or something like that. I missed the fucking interview. Now I got to go look for it on YouTube. And they said she trashed him. I didn't know that. And then somebody else in the comments said that he initially at one point wanted a divorce. What the hell is going on, Tina Knowles? Good morning, Ghost. I know, Angel, it definitely applies to me. I mean, I'm working on it. I'm getting better at it, right? How I've been moving in my most recent life and the people in my life. I do look at myself and I go, you know what? What do I need to do to adjust? Because I'm not for the shits. And I'm not for the shits anymore. Like, I have changed to the point where I don't care. Like, I do care, but you either gonna rock with me as a friend or you not. And if it's you not, I'm okay with that. I used to be so upset. I used to wonder why. But now I don't. Because you know what? I know for sure that I move with integrity and I move with love. But I also know that I'm not perfect, right? And I extend people grace and compassion, right? And if people come into my life and they don't have the ability to extend the grace and the compassion, I'm not hating on them because people can only operate out of what they have the capacity for, right? But I just let them go. No hard feelings, no nothings, right? Just gone. And I don't worry about it anymore. I don't worry about them having to understand how I feel. I don't need them to know how I feel. I'm the only one that needs to know how I feel and what I'm going to do with those fucking feelings. Period. Okay? So I see the change in me and I like it. I do. I like it. You know, I like it. All right. And so I'm going to play a video for y'all. Let me see if y'all can hear this video. I need y'all to listen. Oh, did I lose it? Oh, shit. Wait. Let me know if y'all can hear it.
Then my son here go hit her back. Hit her, she hit you.
Wait.
I really don't want. They tell boys, don't hit girls back. I've been whispering my son here go hit her back. Hit her, she hit you, you hit her back.
And that's why you got to stay away from males.
That's why you got to stay in a woman's place.
You got to
That's why
separate.
you
Don't live with them. That's why you don't live with them.
Quiet and don't talk back to a man. Quiet and don't talk back to a man. Because all the women before me that I saw gracefully, those were those kind of women. Her grace and her essence of a woman will shut his motherfucking ass up. When the essence of a real woman come around, niggas pull their pants up, say, man, don't do that in front of her. Then it's naturally what we're done it. Because her presence of a woman, a bitch won't get that response. A hoe won't get that. That woman that made her son kill her was a bitch. That man with that 14, that was a bitch. Arguing back and forth with a man. I would have watched my mama remove herself out of the presence of a disrespectful boy. Playing like he a man. Wouldn't even responded to him. But a bitch got something to say back. A woman removes herself. It's certain things that a lady ain't gonna do. And when a lady walk into a room, men straighten up. I swear to God. If they tell boys, don't hit girls back. I've been whispering my son here, go hit her back. Hit her, she hit you, you hit her back.
And that's why you got to stay away from males.
That's why you got to stay in a woman's place.
You got to separate.
That's why you
don't live with them. That's why you don't live with them.
Quiet and don't talk back to a man. Quiet and don't talk back to a man. Because all the women before me that I saw gracefully, those were those kind of women. Her grace and her essence of a woman will shut his motherfucking ass up. When the essence of a real woman come around, niggas pull their pants up, say, man, don't do that in front of her. Then it's naturally what we're done it. Because her presence of a woman, a bitch won't get that response. A hoe won't get that. That woman that made her son kill her was a bitch. That woman.
Did y'all hear that? Good morning, Robert J. Kevin. Y'all heard this? All right. Okay. Come on, y'all. Did y'all hear that video? It's posted on my Facebook page, Kevin. I could try to post it in Discord. It's posted on my Facebook page. All right. So did y'all hear what this man said? The essence of a woman will make a man pull his pants up. But when a woman argues with a male, they're calling them males. And you know, my mother always said that there's a difference between men and males. Males are those that are born male. Born male. Wait 1 second, y'all. Born male, right? But men act accordingly. All right. And so what this man in the video is saying is that the essence of a woman, a real woman, when she walks into a room, men know it. They pull up their pants for her, and you know, they have a level of respect for her. They recognize the essence of a woman. But what he's referring to as bitches are the women that talk back to their men, that argue with their men. He said when a man is arguing and getting real loud and boisterous, and women are competing with that and arguing back and forth with these men, they are bitches. Those are not the women that carry this essence, right? He's saying a real woman right? A real woman with some respect for herself. When a man is going to fuck off and hollering and screaming, she gonna walk away. She's not gonna give him that energy. She's gonna walk away because she's not gonna disrespect herself. All right? Ladies, he said, removes themselves from situations where the man is yelling and screaming and arguing. Ladies remove themselves. Bitches stay and argue. What are y'all thoughts about that? Now, at first when I listened to it, I was like, who the fuck he calling a bitch? Right? And I was like, I thought I was the essence of a woman. Right? I had to think about this shit. But before I give y'all my fucking 2 cents, let me hear what y'all got to say. Okay? Robert said, wow, the bones of men are about, or at least 40% denser strong. It's an impact thing. Still, a person shouldn't hit another person. Cheryl Lee said, oh, my goodness, my mother used to teach my brother and nephews that. She would say, hit her back. Listen, I told y'all, the guy in my elementary school, I done cootied him one too many times. I used to come in class and go, cooties, because he stinks, right? I think he follows me on Facebook now, y'all. I was like, why he following me? Right? But I used to be like, cootie. And one day I cootied him one too many times, and this motherfucker flipped over desk, punched me, and picked me up and threw me and flung me to the back of the closet in the classroom. I never cootied him again. That motherfucker said, I don't give a fuck, you a whole girl. I'ma fuck your ass up because I'm tired of you cootying me. I never cootied him again. I don't even think I told my mother when that happened because I knew I was the fuck wrong. Angel said, listen, Charleston White is an idiot, but once in a while, this ninja get it right. Well, Angel, come through, because I'm trying to figure out how y'all feel about what the fuck he's saying, right? Because I had to think about this shit, yo. I had to think about this shit. Pat said, yes, I heard about the divorce. She did not trash him. She only said that he was not perfect, but he had qualities that she loved. Oh, okay, Pat, because they were like, she trashed him on the interview, and I was like, wait, what? What the fuck I missed? Okay, so they're exaggerating. Okay, Pat. Valerie said, I can agree with that because the way you carry yourself, men will treat you accordingly. Come through, ladies. See, I thought y'all were going to be like, fuck him. Wait, Mika. Mika, you heard me say, but I'm bitches, right? I'm trying to do better though, Mika. I am, right? Because I'm going to tell you, that arguing back and forth, it takes all my energy and I don't have it no more. I don't. So I did stop being bitches after a while. I was bitches. You yell at me, I'm yelling at you. And then I'm picking shit up and we bitching together. But now I'm not like that. I'm like, you arguing with me and you yelling and screaming, I'm going to be like, motherfucker, what? And I'm going to walk off, right? But I didn't know nothing about the essence of a woman and bitches and being a lady like as it pertained to arguments. But this was a good video. I'm just the fuck saying. He done told us. Shit. We be calling these men males, but maybe the females need to be like females versus ladies. I don't the fuck know. Angel said, I treat men like sharks. There's some that don't bite, but they all have teeth. So I act accordingly. What does that mean? Robert said, laugh my ass out off. The cootie thing is funny, but the cootie boy became wrong when he slung you across the room in a closet. I know, Robert, but did nobody help me? See, back in those days, we just fought, right? Back in those days, we fucking fought, right? And that was it, and that was all. The fuck? He threw me in the back of the room. He got tired. He jumped up, flipped over. He was a big dude, too. Flipped over desk. He never spoke. Flipped over them fucking desk, punched me one good time, picked me up and threw me. I was like, oh my God. I got up and sat at my desk. I think that was one of the days I was the most quiet in class because I always got in trouble in school. Okay. I'm just saying, Robert. Just saying. Valerie said, a friend said to me, if he takes me to the basketball game when he coaches, the guys are going to hit on me. I responded, no, they're not, because of the way I carry myself. That part. You dating a coach? Go, Valerie. Well, Mika, that is all we can ask for, is that you work on yourself. Nobody is perfect, but the beauty of it all is when you step into the healing realm and working on yourself. That's the beauty, because can't nobody say shit to you when you make a mistake. You be like, well, listen, she working on herself. That's it and that's all. But there's a population of people that are not working on themselves and that they just raggedy. Exactly, Valerie. Valerie said we fought outside, threw people in the bushes. Yup. Motherfucker, we fought. I mean, nobody called the cops. Nobody called nothing. We just fought. We went home bleeding, black eyes, cut the fuck up. The fuck? I don't even remember. Like, when my mother knew I was in a fight, she'd be like, where them bitches at? Because I want to fight their mothers. Like, my mother always wanted to fight the kids' mothers. I'm like, these mothers are probably in their house, don't even know the kids are outside acting ratchet, right? But my mother was like, oh, let me just go to these mothers' houses and tell them to come the fuck outside. And she has gone a couple of times and asked the parents to come the fuck outside so she could kick their ass because their kid keep picking on her daughter. I'm like, the poor parents. Because you know my mother show up with the ice pick. Like, come the fuck outside. Get poked a couple of times. Get your kid. Damn, Queens was rough. Queens was a little bit rough, y'all. Wow. Yes, he was still stinking after that, Kevin. He was still stinking after that. But I never cootied him again. The fuck that. He only had to throw me in the closet one time. Fuck. Cheryl Lee said a real woman will remain quiet while exercising her right to be where she chooses to be and ready to blow his head off if he comes too close. See, I'm working on myself, Cheryl. I'm working on myself. I mean, I've had situations recently that made me want to be like, bing! And I'm so proud of how I handled the situations. It was like, I said how I felt, right? I was pissed off about it. My blood was like boiling on the inside, doing the percolator. That was my blood inside. But I kept breathing and I kept saying, normally my go-to is to avoid feeling the feeling. I was like, no, I'm going to feel this feeling. Yep, I'm mad. Let me sit in this shit. But you know what? When I saw that there was going to be an argument, I disengaged. Because I don't want to argue. I don't ever again want to argue about how I feel. It's not up for an argument. It's not, right? My feelings are what they are. I have learned, and I'm still learning, to not work so hard to convince somebody else how I'm feeling. I will express to you how I'm feeling, and if you don't do shit with it, then it's on me. It's on me to decide what I'm going to do with that, right? That's what this said today in the positive read. It's on you to make the change, not on them to convince them to know how you're feeling. It's on you to make a change. What adjustments are you making in your life to counteract the way somebody makes you feel? Angel said, I mean that I treat men like men. I don't do shit like argue, fight, antagonize. I don't want to get hit. Baby, I used to do it all. I mean, I'm going to fight you. I'm going to throw shit at you. I used to. right? I used to. It took me years to change. I started out with, I would take shit off my walls. I would fucking throw them shits at you, my whole house. I would be like, oh my God, the next day in tears because I got to buy artwork over again. I got to buy statues over again. I got to buy a new chair. I used to fuck shit up. No more. The first time I stopped was when my girlfriend said, you need to stop this. You are ruining your own shit. Okay, when this man turn around and leave or you break up with him, you ain't gonna have shit because you keep ruining your own shit. Okay? All my shit would be broken. Wait, Maria, you said still you? You still breaking shit? I used to break all my shit. I didn't have nothing. And I was like, oh my God. So I had to go through paces. Now I'm talking from my first, I'm saying my first, my only marriage, legal marriage. Back then, I was that bad. Okay? I had to graduate. And then it became just throwing some shit. And then it was something else. And then it was, I will poke you. It's like, I'm still a poker. I'm still a motherfucking poker. Okay? That has not changed. But I will only poke you if you look like you coming towards me and you're going to hit me. Then you deserve that self-defense. But I have learned. Now I'm at the point where if you argue with me, girl or guy, friend or lover, I'm going to be like, fuck out of here. I'm out. I don't want nothing. I'm not. If I catch myself arguing, I'm going to be pissed. Right? Because we cannot give somebody else that much control over us. Does it really matter convincing them how much they hurt you? If you tell them that they hurt you and they still acting fucking stupid, right? Walk away. You figure out what changes you need to make in your fucking life. Okay? Period. And like when I was married, when my husband didn't want to leave and I was miserable, true story. I looked at him and I said, I'm going to cheat on you, okay? I'm going to go outside and find other men. I looked him in the face and I said that. Right? And my girlfriend, I remember to this day, she said to me, oh my God, we are going to die. He is going to kill us both. Bitch, because you always at my house on the weekend and he going to think I got something to do with you finding other men. I said, I said, I need to be honest. See, he was dishonest. He snuck around and cheated. Right? But I'm letting him know with all the shit that's going on in the house, I don't have any more energy to argue with you. I done already got choked by you for telling you to have your mama suck your peen. You know what I mean? It was getting toxic. So I said, I'm going to go out. Since you don't want to leave, I'm going to go out and find me a man. I don't know how I lived through that, y'all. And I did. I went out and I found me a man. I did. But I felt comfortable with it because, listen, I came home every night. The fuck? I told him what I was doing. At least I was woman enough to tell him. The fuck? Not him. He cheated. Just saying. But that was all toxic. What I should have done was determine what changes I needed to make in my life besides bringing in other men. I needed to get rid of him sooner than I did. Okay? Because, me and my husband, we never had a fight. He only choked me the one time when I told him to have his mama suck his. I said, when you want your dick sucked, call your mama. And he jumped across that room so fast and choked me. And it was like, you know how when something happens to you, it be in slow motion? It was like he was choking me and carrying me across the apartment in slow motion while he was choking me. And I was like, what? And my feet was off the ground. And I was like, damn, I didn't even know he was this fucking strong. It was funny, y'all, but not funny. Because I was like, I didn't know whether to laugh or cry. Because I was like, what the fuck? This man carrying me across rooms with my feet not touching the floor, choking me. All because I told him no. I guess I was bitches back then. Okay. Robert said, I got hit with a beer mug and fat remote with AA batteries. I put it in a pretzel and got called a bully. Not a pretzel, Robert. Wait, I want to know, Robert, why she hit you with a beer mug? So we are agreeing that the essence of a woman is not arguing with men, right? If your significant other come out and start irritating you and you get into a full-blown argument, we're saying women should not argue with their men. They should turn around and walk away. That's what we're saying, right? Because this gentleman released a video that said when you argue back with your man, you are bitches. Robert J., he was carrying me and choking me at the same fucking time. I didn't know the motherfucker had that. That adrenaline from telling him to go have his mama come and suck the meat. That adrenaline, he became he fucking man. Cause I'm not little, I'm short, but I'm meaty. You can't just be picking me up by the neck. And Juanita, you know who did that? Your choir member. Because Juanita, Michelle, they all know my ex-husband. I know, Valerie, not the fucking pretzel. He put it in a pretzel. Women hate when their men hold them down. They be like, get off me, get off me, get off me. And the men are only trying to hold us down so we can shut the fuck up. Don't hold me down. Okay. Pat said a smart woman will remove herself, but you see that man was shot dead by the woman's son. Men need to stop and think. Listen, I remember the one time, this is a true story, and this is a fucked up story. This is how, I know I'm not putting up with no shit, because I put up with a lot of shit with my ex, the circle hoe. You know, I must have needed a lot of healing. My self-esteem must have been fucked up. Right? Now, the circle hoe, one time, it was his birthday. We were living in our house. And he told me he was going to the Hamptons for his birthday. This is a true story. And I said, you mean we going to the Hamptons for your birthday? How you make a plan to go somewhere for your birthday and not discuss it with me? Like, you don't even know what I planned for your birthday. But around this time, our relationship was rocky. I suspected he was cheating. And so he was like, no, I'm going with the guys. He went, well, we had an argument before he left, and it turned into this big screaming match. My son at the time lived with us. My son was 17 at the time. He lived with us. My ex's little sister was there. She stayed with us a lot. They were downstairs in the family room watching TV. Me and him were upstairs arguing about this shit. Good morning, mother. We were arguing about this shit. And this MFer said, well, I'm going. And I was like, no, the fuck you not going. He was like, I'm going. And it turned to, I don't know what else, what exact words was said after that. But this motherfucker broke the bed down in the master bedroom. He broke the bed down, okay, and moved it to one of the guest rooms. We have 4 bedrooms. Moved it to one of the guest rooms that was empty. Built the bed back up and told me to go fucking sleep in there. That's what he did. And I was like, hold up. You tore the bed down out of the master bedroom and put it in the guest room when your ass should have just took a sleeping bag and went and slept in the guest room. What man puts the woman out of the master bedroom? Well, I went downstairs while all of this was happening, and my son was hot. It was like you could fucking see the steam coming off of his head. Okay, and this is when my son, he gave 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 fucks. It was like, I'm always 1 second from the hooscow. He said to me, you need me to go upstairs? And I was like, please don't go upstairs. He was like, because I'm going to go upstairs and somebody going to get fucked up. And I was like, please don't go upstairs. I had to beg my son not to go upstairs because I did not want them to fucking fight. Okay? And do you know this motherfucker still went to the Hamptons, right? And this was the weekend. And when he went to the Hamptons, Donovan is not on here because he know the fucking story. And Damaris too. Went to the Hamptons. Came back the whole weekend. My stomach, I had diarrhea. I was throwing up. Y'all know what it feel like when you know your man is bumping and grinding with somebody else. I was sick as a fucking dog the whole fucking weekend. This motherfucker called me on Sunday talking about, my car got stolen. He needed a ride. No. Ask your friends that you went and spent your fucking birthday with to give your ass a ride the fuck home. And I hung up. How you fucking ask me for a ride? I've been here throwing up and shitting my guts out because you did some disrespectful shit. And now you need me to come get you. Where are your friends and your side bitches? Okay? This is the behavior that had me acting like bitches. Right? But all the while, it wasn't on him. It was on me. Because I chose to stay and deal with someone that was fucking toxic. So it lended to my toxic behavior. Right? I didn't realize at the time that I needed to make the change. I was too busy focusing on letting him know that you're hurting me. Stop fucking hurting me. This is the fucking shit that you're doing. I focused a lot of years trying to convince him how he hurt me and how it felt instead of making the changes within myself and knowing that I deserved more and deserved better. Telling you. I don't give a damn how good looking you are, how nice your fucking body is. If you got a toxic partner, you got a toxic partner. And it is up to us to make the change within us, not to convince them. Good morning, Juanita. Not to convince them. I'll put the guest link up in case anybody wants to join. I forgot. Robert said, why did she do it? She argued too much, eviscerated me with her lady buddies. So I go to Vegas, the Poconos, and have fun. Come back home intentionally smelling like a woman's perfume. It's funny looking back at it all. We both laugh. De facto separation now, though. Okay. Got it. Wow. You see, we be doing too much. Sick puking because he was bumping and grinding with someone else. I can imagine. Listen, Robert. Listen. I'm telling you, am I the only woman that be stuck on the toilet throwing up and shitting when their man is cheating on them? I'm the only woman that do that because, baby, my stomach be on fire. I be like, what? Listen, I never knew I had so much shit in me. Real story. These motherfuckers be doing too much. So this is a message, ladies. I know, listen, give me the thumbs up, y'all. This is a message because when I listened to it at first, I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? And then I sat and I listened and I listened and I listened. And you know what? When I listened to that video and then I read today's positive thought, they go together. They go together. Do not give somebody else control over you. You are the one that ultimately needs to make the change. So if you find yourself in a relationship with friends, hey, Geronimo, long time no see. when you living with your when you're in a situation where you are hurting, right? And you find yourself trying to convince other people why you're hurting, how deep they hurt you. Because some of them not gonna give a fuck, right? But what you can do is do a check-in with yourself. Figure out what you need to do different. How is it that you need to change, right? And sometimes you need to let motherfuckers go. And it's all right. I know for me, I have gotten to a point when I first separated, I was nervous. I was like, oh my God, I got to go back out here in this shitty fucking dating pool again. I don't have to. I could just be single. But I like sex. The fuck? And I was like, I got to go back out here in this dating pool and shit. And I was nervous, right? And I'm not really a dater, right? I'm not. Like, if I meet somebody and I like you, I'm going to try to see where that's going, right? I'm not a serial dater, even though I want to be. I be trying, y'all, right? But I be wanting to have sex. And I'm not, you know, when I watch Survival of the Thickest, I be like, damn, I want to be like them sometimes. Like, meet somebody and just fuck. But that's just not me. It's just not me. And so sometimes I fight myself and I'll be like, bitch, you keep getting into these situations where you attach yourself to a person because that's the only person you want to have sex with. Like, why can't you be like the women on Survival of the Thickest and on Insecure where they see some guy across the room and you be like, oh, I'm going to get that shit tonight. I can't do it. I can't do it, y'all. Okay? So I'm out here in these dating streets and I'm just like, what? Well, Geronimo, that part, cut them off. Stop complaining about how people treat you and stay the fuck out of them people's face. That part, I'm learning because I used to be in their face. But now I'm like, nah. And I'm going to tell you, this new me got people side-eyeing me, and I'm okay with that. Right? Side-eye me. Side the fuck eye me. Because I am learning to put myself first, my needs first. I'm learning to check in with myself, right? I don't want to be the woman. I don't want to be the bitches that's arguing in my man's face. I don't want to be the bitches, right? I want to be the person that if this motherfucker starts acting toxic, that I be like, what? Turn around and walk away, right? Because I don't have the energy, I don't have the time, I don't have the patience, okay? Right now, especially at my age, I just want to travel, have sex. Let me think what else. I don't know. Fuck. I'm just saying. Okay. I don't know. Robert said, but I damn near fainted when she got in shape and I saw her with a common police officer friend. It was 2 years later. I lost my mind. We laugh about it. I have the humor of a sociopath. Oh my God. The humor of a sociopath, Robert. Oh my God, that's funny. You said when she got in shape. Don't women always get in shape after a breakup? Damn it. Soon as you break up, you be in shape. You be like, and you know why that is? And I just said this to someone the other day. I said, because when you in a relationship, y'all motherfuckers be eating heroes at 11 o'clock at night in the bed talking about, hey, let's watch Netflix and shit. You know that love shit. Y'all be in the bed ordering Chinese food at 10 o'clock at night talking about, let's have a movie night. That's how that new relationship fat creeps up on your ass. Okay? Michelle, baby, dating, she said dating is hard at this age. Baby. People always ask me, why are you single? And I'm like, are you single? And they be like, yeah. I'm like, so why are you single? Don't fucking ask me that. You know it's pee-pee and doo-doo out here in the dating pool. Why? That question shouldn't even be asked. Don't fucking ask me why I'm single. You know it's stink out here. It is hard, Michelle, at this age, because, and then all the young guys want to get with the older women. I'm like, no, thank you. No. And they be like, but I could take care of you. I got a good job. I'm sure you do. Right? But no, I'm not interested in young people to date. I need you to be in your 50s or up. I'm not interested in young people. I don't care. I have menopause. I need a fan. I get hot. I can't be cuddling. I don't need the aggravation. I need somebody 50s and up that understands that you can only touch me for 5 minutes in the bed. And when we having sex, you need to make sure you have you need to have a remote control fan, and it need to be near me so I can turn the fan on and turn the fan off during sex, or have the fans running. Like, I have requirements at this age. Like, you can't just be, no. Older men understand that. Okay? The fuck? Mike said, I love your podcast. It's very inspiring. Your words are very smart. I like to listen while staring. What? Okay, Mike, I don't know. I don't know about that. We're going to give you a second, though. All right. Okay, bye. We don't want to spank your dolls. No, thank you. We don't want to. Okay. Angel said, I haven't done that in a very long time. If I were to become single again, I'd go back to my whorish ways for at least a little while. Like, Angel, like, I be really looking at these shows going, oh my God, I can't go across. You know, they be literally looking at guys across the room talking about, oh, I'm going to go talk to him and see what that dick doing tonight. I'm like, what? You don't even know him. Like, they be kissing and shit. And I'm like, you know, I'm funny. I don't be kissing everybody. The fuck? Tongue kissing. Like, I could do this. I could do that. I could kiss you on your lips. Oh. I have to turn you down a little bit. You got that truck background noise. I be like this. I could do that kind of kissing, but to tongue kiss, that take a lot for me. So, Ghost, you think women should turn away when their man is arguing and screaming and hollering? You think women should just walk away from that situation?
I can't say what other people should do when somebody is calling their ass or talking to them crazy. I mean, 'cause at the end of the day, man or woman, we still fucking human. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody should just let anybody talk to them crazy regardless of who you are. Man, if we talking in like traditional senses and all that other shit, then yes. But I mean, like I said, we all human. Like, you ain't gonna let nobody talk to you stupid. I ain't gonna let nobody talk to me stupid. I don't give a fuck who you are. But honestly, if you to avoid everything, also who started going off first, the other person is probably like, you know what? You're right. You got it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't in the right head to talk about this right now. And you know what I'm saying? Just back off. Man or woman, don't matter who.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Michelle said 50 to 65, as long as you don't look like you lived in a nursing home. Oh, Michelle, that part. See, that's the part about dating at this age, right? Because I be having standards, right? I'm like, listen, I'm 56. And I feel like I'm in shape, right? I have energy. I'm still a fuck outside. Okay. So when I say I need a person to date that's 50 and older, I need them to be in shape. They don't have to have a six-pack or no shit like that. But what I mean is they need to have stamina. They need to still be fucking. They need to still be outside wanting to go and do things and traveling around and shit like that. Like, I cannot be with no 50, 60-year-old that's needs to be pushed around or fed or nothing like that. And I'm not judging y'all. I'm just talking about me, because I'm still outside and I need a motherfucker to be outside. I have that energy to be outside. That's it and that's all. So I can't fuck with no old ass man. Yo, Billy, you said tonsil boxing. I love it. That's tongue kissing or screaming? Which one is that? Pat said, what does this say about men? This is a great question. What does this say about men shouting and screaming at women, exercising their core manhood? Women just have to take it? Baby. See, that's the challenge for me, Pat. No, women should not have to take it. But that's when we have to ask ourselves, how are we going to change the dynamics of the relationship that we're in? Leave. Right? That's where you make a decision, Pat. We as women, because my ex used to yell all the time. Like, if you be like, I just want to talk to you about such and such and such, when it hit a point where he didn't like something, all of a sudden he's screaming and hollering. And I'm like, oh my God, like you're screaming and hollering and you're pacing and you're making me nervous. That's when I start backing up to the knife block, because you're screaming and you're hollering and you're pacing. I don't know if you get ready to flip the fuck out. But he just did not know how to have effective communication. And the yelling and screaming makes me nervous. It makes me feel like I have to protect myself. And so it caused me to act crazy. And so
Let me
I
ask you,
learned to remove myself.
did you know, like when your ex would do that, did you know bringing up certain topics would cause him to act like that?
No, it was every topic. It could have been that, something you said today hurt my feelings. And he'll be like, what you mean? And I'm like, when you said I act like a little girl that's never been loved, like that really hurts my feelings. That triggered me. Oh my God, you such a baby. And I'm like, then it would turn into an escalation. What do you mean I'm a baby? Like, that's disrespectful. Oh my God. Then he start yelling. Every conversation was like, I could never say how I felt about something.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm like, no, motherfucker, you gonna make me lose my shit. And then I knew that we had to get separated, because I picked up my bar stool and I threw it at the TV. And I was like, yo, I changed. This ain't even me no more. And you pushing my buttons and you bringing me back to a place that I changed. And so when I picked up that bar stool and threw it at the TV, I said, this motherfucker is bringing back shit in me that was gone. I got to get rid of him. He's pushing the wrong buttons. Right? And so that's why today, in my today current life, I need effective communication. I will break off any relationship if we cannot have effective communication. You don't have to, you don't have to cheat on me. You don't have to do none of that. But if we can't have something as simple as effective communication, where I can come to you and talk to you about something, and we can sit like two fucking adults and talk about it, I'm leaving.
Yeah. I mean, I gotta admit, sometimes I get to that point too. Like, it'll start off as a normal conversation, we talking about whatever, and then it be like certain shit that's brought up or certain words that get used, I find offensive. Like I be ready to blow. I be ready to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm saying, like I've been in a heated discussion with people with a woman in my past, and she said some shit like, "You not one, but you acting like a bitch." I don't give a fuck if you said acting like bitch. I'm like you finna make me snap on your ass. Like, don't say I'm acting like one. Call me one. Like, no, none of that. Don't do that. Like, I wouldn't give a flying fuck. You can think it all you want to, but to say that shit out loud, like you know that's gonna push the nigga buttons.
Yeah.
And then it's like, when you do snap on some shit like that, the woman like, oh, see, you doing too much? No, motherfucker, you just said I'm acting like a bitch. You just got very disrespectful, and now you mad at my response to it. No, that ain't how they go.
Yeah. Michelle said, no men will ever scream at me. My father never did, so I'm not allowing you to do it either. Deb said, I agree, Roy. It's time to leave because that sounds like an insecure man. If he demands respect, he should be giving it as well. Sounds like it's time to part ways. It was, and I did. You see, I'm single. It was, and I did. Right? I had to go. Well, he had to go because I still live here. You know? Cheryl Lisa at Pat, that's my point. Stay quiet. Be where you choose to be and be ready to defend yourself if need be. No one should be intimidated. That part. That part. But to answer your question, Pat, no, I don't think women should have to take it. I think women
Okay.
or men, because let me just say this, it's not just women who go through this. There's a population of men that are in abusive relationships where their women scream the fuck at them all the time too. Okay.
Man, I'll be completely honest with y'all. Like some shit a lot of y'all didn't know. I don't even think they'll do this shit. But certain shit can cause insecurities within a man, and it don't necessarily have to be you. It don't have to be nothing that you did. You know what I'm saying? It's just shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just life. All right, like earlier this year, I don't know if y'all seen the news, but UPS been going through some shit.
They like, still going through some shit, aren't they? Getting ready to strike?
We're not. Not no more. You know
what I'm saying?
Okay. We went through a nationwide layoff until the contract negotiations came back around and we reached a new agreement. Well, I was a part of that layoff. So the past few months, I ain't been able to work. You know what I'm saying? So me not having the income that I'm used to having coming in, I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't pay for this, I can't pay for that. Like, that caused a lot of insecurities within myself. It's like, damn, it is. I got a woman, I'm married now, and UPS done fucked the nigga off. Like, I can't do shit. Like, I don't feel like a motherfucking man. I don't feel like it caused a nigga to get insecure like a motherfucker. So it's like I was struggling every fucking day. Not just monetarily, but mentally too. You know what I'm saying? Wow. And 2 days ago, UPS and the union finally reached an agreement on everything, which is why I got my uniform on. Like yesterday was my first day back driving. You know what I'm saying? Yesterday was my first day back driving. And
Congratulations,
thank you. I will top out like the union fought for us. Like UPS can't force us in on our day off no more. Our top out is no other $1.50 an hour. That shit is $49 an hour now. Like part-timers ain't making $14, $15 an hour no more. They're making $21. You get your benefits, I want to say like 6 months after working there now. It used to be you had to be there for a year. Whether you were part-time or full-time, you had to be there at least a year before you got your benefits.
A year? Wait a minute. You had to be there a year?
Yeah, you had to be like when I first started, you had to be there a year before you got your free health, free dental, free vision. You put all your kids and your wife on all your insurances, and you still don't pay a penny for none of that. Like the benefits are worth it. Don't get the fuck though. Like the benefits are worth it. But like starting January 1st or 2024, every vehicle that we get after that has to come with air conditioning. Like, man, like they fought for a lot of shit, and we finally fucking got a lot. I mean, there's more to it, but like that was a lot of the main shit. But we finally got to it, and now like I'm still like the position that I was in when I first started driving, like the TCD, the department that got laid off. But I got information yesterday that Lord bless, when I go to this union hall Monday, is gonna change all that to where I could be full-time. Like my seniority will get backdated to 2019, you know what I'm saying? And all kind of shit. So like shit's starting to look good now. But for the longest, for the past couple months, like me being on live with you every day, you know what I'm saying, was because the shit that was going through with UPS when I wasn't able to work. I wasn't able to do shit.
Well, so, I'm glad that we were able to keep you company and occupy in the morning.
I will say though, like those insecurities that was caused because of that, you know what I'm saying, I will say did cause some problems within my marriage because of how I wasn't communicating effectively and how I started looking at shit because how I was feeling though. You know so I started overanalyzing every fucking thing after that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it fucked some shit up, but you know, getting it on track. I'm getting that
I
back.
appreciate you sharing that, because you know what? That's probably the case for a population of men. And I think that that was the case for my ex, because like I always told y'all, I never had a man that made more money than me. And at one point, my ex went through a big thing financially because his ex-wife took him to court for child support when he and I got together. You know, it was that bitter move. And the child support, even though he was giving her money each month, the child support doubled when it went to court. And so when they start snatching $1,200-$1,300 a month from him, it affected the finances in our house. And even though I was able to sustain, I think he felt some type of way because I had to pick up the extra slack, and he never had money because they were taking all his money for child support. And so he used to take that out on me. And I used to be irritated, but I didn't understand it fully until Ghost, you explained it to me. I'm still glad I left. But I appreciate you being vulnerable enough to say that, because, you know, I would love for men to be able to express that to their significant other, because sometimes we don't fucking know.
I'll say, well, you know, like as a man, like y'all already know, like it's expected of us to always be strong no matter what the fuck we going through. We're not supposed to complain. We ain't supposed to do this. We supposed to always be on and be together and be able to pay this, pay that. And it's like shit. Sometimes it don't work out like that. And like I said, we're expected to never complain about shit. So you know, as much as women say that, oh, men are strong and shit like that, man, say we still human. Like we still go through shit too. We just don't feel like we can tell nobody nothing because we're not supposed to. Man, so it'd be like shit. Sometimes it's hard as fuck to be a motherfucking man. I mean, you were still gonna get your deliveries. it may have took a little longer or a little later in the day than what you was probably used to your driver getting there. But yeah, I mean, you know, she got better.
Well, that's good. I mean, I love the vulnerability, Ghost. I do. I appreciate that. This is what this show is about, because we would have never knew that you were going through all that. Is that why you didn't come on my trip?
Yeah. That whole UPS thing was why I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? And again, being a man, and I ain't never been the type of person that didn't have a job or didn't have no money coming in or whatever. So it was like when that shit happened, it like that fucked with my pride. That fucked with my ego, my man. Like that fucked with everything. You know what I'm saying that shit killed me. Like that shit killed me. Like I felt worthless. Real shit. Like I felt worthless as fuck.
But it seemed like you got a great support system around you. Peanut, Deb, Fancy, they seem like, and you have your motorcycle club. I mean, I know that still doesn't, you know.
I do, but at the same time, like nobody. I mean, outside of Kenya, nobody really knew the extent of what was going on. You know, because again, it was fucking with my ego, my pride and shit. I didn't tell nobody. I didn't say shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't. Like I said, I feel like saying it, and then people be thinking, oh, well, he need help. Like I feel like that shit made me feel like a bum. I feel like a whole bum, like a leech, like a roach. Like I can't do
But
it.
you
Like,
had your business, Ghost. You still had your business. That's another job.
man, I did. You know what I'm saying? So when the shit with UPS did happen, I was trying to use the press watch thing as something to keep me going until the shit happened. But it was like one thing after another kept happening with the press watch itself. You know what I'm saying? Like parts kept going out, the shit wasn't working, or then when it was working, the jobs weren't coming through like that. It was like, bro, like I didn't know what the fuck I was gonna do. Like real shit.
Well, I'm glad you're sharing this with us, and I'm glad that things have turned around and you are back in your uniform in that fucking truck delivering our damn packages or whatever the fuck position you have at UPS. But I did know that UPS was going through some shit. As a matter of fact, my ass went to the UPS store the other day. I went to cuss them motherfuckers out because I rent a UPS mailbox. Because of course, for years I was using my address as a return, and someone said, Robin, you might get somebody crazy that order your products and they know where the fuck you live. I was like, you right. But the post office gives you a P.O. box, and a lot of companies don't deliver the P.O. box, but the UPS give you a real address. right? And so I went to the UPS store and I got a real address for my mail, but that shit is $170 for 6 months. What the fuck? Post office is half that.
Yeah. To answer your question, Valerie, yes. Well, I did. You know what I'm saying? I ain't feel strong when my finances money wasn't right. I mean, think about it. What do women look for in a man? You look for security, right? It's expected for, you know what I'm saying, like the men to be paying the bills and shit like that. If I can't do that, then what fucking use am I? You know what I'm saying? What use am I? I'm just some dick laying around for you. You can get dick anywhere. So again, what use am I? That's where the insecurities come in. If I can't do shit for you, what makes you, why you still here type shit? You know what I'm saying? It's like eventually a man will feel like, if I can't do this and I can't do that she gonna find somebody that will. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of shit start playing in your mind and it causes the insecurities. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though you may know for a fact that your woman don't cheat, she ain't that tight, whatever, in your mind, you not being able to do what you was doing when y'all met, start fucking with you. It start fucking with you bad.
Oh, Theo, for real? Ghost, that shit is deep what you dropping this morning. The fuck? Because you making me
it's not always y'all. Like, Richie, it's not always y'all. It's not. It's the shit that we go through alone. Like I said, but that goes back to the whole, like being a black man in America. You go out here and you deal with all the stress and all the bullshit in the real world. Then you got to come home to bitching and nagging too. Like, don't nobody always want to be arguing or have no heated shit going on. It's like, damn. Sometimes even as a man, how strong as we supposed to be, like sometimes we do want to be vulnerable, but we want you to be vulnerable back with us when we in that state. And a lot of women don't do that. You got to buck up. You acting like a bitch. You weak. You know, it's like, God damn, I can't do shit right around this bitch. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, the insecurities be our own problems, not yours. It don't be shit that you caused. But it's like, damn, when we do finally hit that, where we probably feel like we didn't hit rock bottom, it's like, damn, we need you to be there as an emotional support and not pushing us to be stronger. We know we need to be stronger, but right now, it ain't in us. Like just be here for me right now. Just support me right now where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Don't always try to be so hard and push me to be hard like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done been doing it for months or years. I have alone, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, man. I have alone. It's like, damn, I finally feel like I done hit rock bottom. Man, just be, you know what I'm saying? Support my insecurities and my vulnerability right now. You know what I'm saying? And help me get this shit back together. Help me get my mind back right. But don't instantly be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? You being weak right now. You need to be stronger. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no weak ass man. Like, God damn, bitch, I'm human. Fuck being a man. I'm human.
I love this shit right now.
Yeah, like Hibba said, men aren't allowed to vent. Like, we expected to be strong 24/7. But bro, we human. We human.
I feel this shit. I don't know why this is making me kind of emotional. It's because, we really do have to understand that men hurt. And you're so right. It's like so many women will look at their man and be like, oh my God, you acting like a bitch. Like, at what point does the man have a soft space to land?
Yeah, like Hibba said, and that's why we yell when we do talk. Real shit. Because we can't talk to you, you know what I'm saying, from a vulnerable state. So it's like, okay, let me be this strong man you think, and the strong man is like, nigga, we gonna attack. Like that's what it is. We get aggressive.
That part, Pat. Ghost, real women will love you and stick by you through thick and thin. You men must realize that we will. See, Deb, it's making you emotional as well. I don't know the fuck why. It does. But yes, Angel, we needed this today. This kind of softened me a little bit. I know we need a session with the guys on Coffee with Friends After Dark. Goes dropping gems on our guys are insightful as well. That's true. If we can get more guys to join, right? I would love to do that because Ghost, you just dropped some deep ass shit. And there's so many guys, you're not the first person. Like, so many guys that I talk to, they be like, oh my God, we're never able to be weak or say how we feel. Like, most of the guys that I talk to feel exactly the same way. Like, they bottle up their emotions because women call them bitches. Okay, Angel. So see, you needed this. You see what she said? I'm beefing with Jerry since Sunday, and this puts things into perspective. See, Ghost, you might have helped Angel.
Well, glad I could. If it helps, I'm glad.
No, Ghost, because that's serious. Because you know what? I was trying to think of all reasons why you wasn't coming on my trip. I was like, what the fuck? And you know what? I didn't even marry the UPS situation because I knew UPS was going through some things. But you know, being that you didn't say anything, I was like, okay, maybe UPS switched his schedule. He's here on the show. Maybe he's working later. I never expected this, right? And so I knew it had to be a good reason why you guys wasn't coming because y'all were down to the fuck blow.
Yeah, that alone was the only reason we didn't come.
I believe that. And that's a good reason, right? It's a good reason.
Like the time thing we told you that thing like that my schedule changed.
That's what you told me.
I said my schedule changed.
It changed.
Drastically.
It did change. It did change. You didn't lie. You didn't lie. And it wasn't for you to tell me, you know, not because you wasn't ready to say it out loud. That's what you said. You wasn't ready to say it out loud. So how could I expect you to tell me?
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's because I feel like I can say something now because, again, I'm back in my uniform, finna get back on my shit. So I'm finna get back to how I used to feel about myself, how I used to be, and you know, and all kind of shit. I don't feel like I'll be as angry or as insecure about shit or whatever. You know, because I'm going to tell you, you cannot be insecure, like, dealing with a woman like Kenya. And the only reason why I say that, because I had said this exact thing to her yesterday. I said, man, you have the perfect job to cheat. You have the perfect one. Like, you work overnight sometimes in a hotel that you can't answer the phone while you're there. That's the perfect cover up to cheat. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you cannot be an insecure person dealing with her. And I never was dealing with her. You know what I'm saying? But again, when this shit with UPS happened and I couldn't do this, couldn't do that, couldn't make nothing happen, and I was forced to do certain shit that I didn't want to do and all kinds of shit. Like it fucks with you. Like it fucks with you.
Thank you, Valerie. Yeah, I mean, Ghost. And look what Cena said. For the record, we don't just want men for the money. We want y'all for so much more.
But that's what's mainly expected of men. You know what I'm saying? To be financial providers, to bring women security. You know what I'm saying? That is like the main role of a man, to provide and protect. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you can't do that, I mean, like I said, you start to feel worthless. You feel useless. You feel like a bum. You know like man, do you know how hard it was to ask certain people to help me do shit while I was going through this? Like I damn near wanted to cry asking people for help. Like that fucked with me. Man, like I do not like asking people to do a motherfucking thing for me. Man, like that shit really makes me feel like a roach. Like a nigga standing on the corner with a plastic cup asking for change. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I make a motherfucker feel.
I get it. I love this transparency. I do. I wish and I hope that this opens up more of a comfort level for other men on this show that can express how they feel, because we say it all the time. We know y'all have feelings. We know that y'all hold a lot of stuff in, and we want to know what that is, right? And this is one of the things that we have to work so hard at unlearning. Yes, boys were raised not to cry, not to have emotions, and raised that they're supposed to be the man to hold shit down, be able to provide, protect. This is what was drilled in our men's heads, right? And there's a population of men that are walking around feeling like if they can't do that, they're worthless.
I'm telling you, Deb, like when you take the job away from a man, which gives him something that occupies his day all day, and actually his reward from that is money, so he can take care of his family and shit like that. You know, when you don't have that, your mind start going crazy. You got too much time on your hands to be thinking about shit, and your mind start fucking. So yeah, like that shit crossed my mind about, you know, that overnight job shit or whatever. Like, it's a lot, man.
Very insecure, yeah. Robert J said, X always tells my oldest son, 30 years old, to grow some balls. Man up. He hates that. I'm going to tell you, Robert, I was guilty of that at one point in my life. And that was, that caused a lot of tension between me and my son, right? Because being a single mom, I always had to be strong. And so when my son was going through some things and he would come to me and express that he was going through some things, I'd be like, what? Like, you see me out here grinding. I know you kidding. You better get your shit together. Like, I came at him real hard. And then it wasn't until years later when I started to unpack my own trauma that, and I told y'all we had an argument and he told me all he needed was hugs and I hugged him. I started to feel his vulnerability and I started to allow the space for him to be vulnerable with me. And so now he and I talk about a lot of shit that we never talked about before because he trusts that I'm not going to tell him to man up, get some balls, because I stopped doing that. We have to stop telling our boys, man up, get some balls. What the fuck does that mean?
Be strong 24/7.
Can't.
Yeah, it was a pride thing for me, but it was more than just that. Like, it was a pride, it was an ego, it was my manhood, it was every fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all done seen this meme or whatever, or this little post on social media where it be like if you ain't paying all the bills in the house or some shit, then lower your tone.
Yeah.
Again, when we going through this emotional stage, when we can't do what we supposed to do, you know, like shit like that come to mind. Like, women don't respect you when you ain't doing what you supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? So again, there go another thing that fucks with your mind. That's another thing that fucks with you and it makes you insecure too. So yeah, it'd be a lot, man.
Okay. I agree. Robert said adult males are more sensitive than women and don't get the mental or emotional support because of our culture.
Yeah, see, we talk all the time.
I Am Jacinta said, do you think it's a pride thing with you, Ghost?
I mean, I just answered that for her. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was busy texting because I got a hair appointment. It's emotional because we wish our men would open up to us like this. Question: have you been this expressive with Fancy? You said you talk, right? I heard that.
Now when men talk to y'all like this and actually, you know, bite the bullet and have this conversation with y'all and let y'all know how they feel, do y'all completely understand that? I don't know.
I understood what you just said, and it touched me because it's no different than how we feel, right? But we expect men to be stronger and deal with it, but it's not fair, right? Robert said, but we are supposed to provide and protect in this system. Less than 30% can completely provide. Exactly. Pat said, we are emotional because it's so hard to make men understand that we got you. We are all that we have in this place called the real world. We got you.
But see, that's the thing. It's like, excuse me, that said after everything then hit the fan. You know what I'm saying? After everything then hit the fan and then y'all finally separate, that's when we be like, well, nigga, if you'd have told me this, I got you. But the entire time when we're going through the shit, it'd be a whole, man, the fuck up, you weak, why you ain't doing this, why you ain't doing that? You know, it'd be a lot of bitching and nagging. You know what I'm saying? So we don't ever feel comfortable enough to want to tell you what's going on. It's like, damn, you scolding us when you don't know what's going on. If we tell you that we ain't able to do this and my mind fucked up, what you gonna say then? So that's why a lot of men not gonna talk to you.
Oh my God, fix it. We need to fix this. I hope the moments of vulnerability aren't used against us anymore. That part, that's been my norm, and I'm trying to find a woman that won't do that to me. That part, I agree with that too.
That'd be another reason why. Now, I didn't been open with somebody before, and they in my face later on down the line type shit, and it's like that's another reason why we don't talk either. Because, you know what I'm saying, women use that shit as ammo against the man.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah. Theo said, I think sometimes the actions don't line up with I got you. That's what Ghost was saying. Like during
we don't feel like we can.
Yeah. How do we fix this? This is going to have to extend until tomorrow. What time do you start work, Ghost?
I think we're ready to get out of the car and walk in the building now.
All right, because I gotta go do my hair and get this weave taken out. So tomorrow to be a black afro until next week when it goes back in for my trip. All right. Ghost, please come back tomorrow. We gotta expand on this because tomorrow's Freestyle Friday. What time do you go to work tomorrow? Is your schedule like 8 to 4 or something like that? I mean 9 to 5 or something like that. What is it?
Nah, it's from 9 till whenever I'm done with the route. Like yesterday,
You said
I started.
9, it's 9:41 right now.
It's 8:41 for me.
Oh, right.
Like yeah, like start time is 9:15. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
but we don't have off times. You off whenever you doing your route. Like yesterday, I didn't get off till I'll say like 8:30. So I pulled like 11
Oh,
and a half
you
hours
do a
yesterday.
12-hour shift?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, because of the load that I had, it took that long to deliver.
Yeah. Robert said, right goes, I took a broad from the Bronx, masters in sight to help me. Now we are skin to skin from time to time. Wait, Theo, are you coming to see me? You coming to New York tomorrow? You'll be in the Bronx. Are you coming to New Jersey? Come sit by the pool with me and Doris. Come on.
Right, I gotta go.
All right, so thank you for jumping on. Hopefully you'll come on tomorrow, okay? Guys, I gotta shut the show down. Thank you, Ghost, for joining. But wow, what a show today. I love it when our men come on here and share such vulnerable moments, right? Because us women, we need to hear this, right? Because we need, even though we say we got our men, we need to make sure they know that throughout the life of the relationship, not just after the fact, right? We need to, oh my God, Ghost, this was deep, right? This was really deep. Sometimes it's not you, it's them. You heard what he admitted to today, his insecurities. It's not just him. I'm sure plenty of men on here been through that. Okay? I love y'all. Right, Ghost. Don't just tell them you got them. You have to show them. And with that, I'm going to end this show. But before I end this show, I want to say, how many fucking days do we have away from 13 fucking days, y'all. Oh my God, I'm so scared. I am so fucking nervous, y'all. I don't know why I'm nervous. Oh my God. I don't know why I'm so fucking nervous. But 13 days away from everybody, please make sure you are printing your itineraries from your emails. Please make sure you are going into trip plans and you are setting up your account. You will not be able to see our text messages unless you set up your account in trip plans. Can you see it? No? The fuck? Whatever. Trip plans, okay? Make sure you are going into trip plans. You are setting up your account or else you cannot see me texting. So far, Angel can see the text. Dalton can see the text. And Avia, the travel agent, can see the text. Please go on and make sure that you are setting up your trip plans application, okay? Then you will see the itinerary. Make sure you're also printing your travel documents that is sent to you from Travel Joy, aka Avia Banks. Make sure you are printing those. They will not be on the app. That was my mistake. Print your travel documents. Make sure you have them with you. Also register for your transportation van from the airport to the resort. It will only be the one transportation, one way. We will get our transportation back. I know Dalton is hilarious. He was like, I can't see. I was like, you can't? He was like, no. I was like, motherfucker, I love it. That's a pure sign that he gonna be fun. All right. And so, guys, I am nervous, y'all. I am nervous. So I'm just asking for all of y'all support. I want y'all to have the best time ever. And again, this is my first international trip. I'm doing the best that I can, y'all. All right. So work with me. And I ask you guys to please commit. I know it's a vacation. I know we drinking a lot, but this is a coffee with friends on the go. There's going to be hours where you guys don't even have to put up with coffee with friends, but there are scheduled events that I have in the agenda that I need all of you guys to participate in, okay? Because this is a coffee with friends group. Now, the group excursion, I want everybody to go on a group excursion, but there may be some people that's not interested in that excursion, and that's okay. But I want as many people as I could get to sign up for this excursion. Now, for the excursion, the boat ride, it goes to Isla Mujeres, but it's not going to be enough time for us to explore Isla Mujeres, okay? It's more of a boat ride for us to be on the same boat together, enjoy, party, snorkel, do whatever. It's like a time for us to have together, right? If you want to do other excursions, be my guest, do other excursions, right? But try to please make the group excursion. Now, so far, the hip hop boat ride is the excursion that I chose. But the only problem with that is they don't provide transportation from the hotel. So I asked the agent to go back and see if she can find something that provides transportation from the resort. I'm not concerned about the transportation from the resort. I don't want to have to worry about fucking taking a cab from the boat back to the resort. But in the event that we have no choice but to take a cab, I need to know if all of you guys are okay with that. Being that it's going to be 9 of us, I'm going to assume that only 7 of us probably are going to go on this excursion. And so we should all be able to fit across 2 cabs, right? Or request a van for them to take us all in and come back the same similar way, right? If you guys don't have a problem with that, then let me know. But in parallel, I did ask the agent to go back and look for a boat ride excursion that provides some type of transportation to and from. All right. A lot of the excursions I'm looking through, some of them, a lot of them don't provide transportation, right? But we're going to see what we could do. Okay. So hold off on reserving the boat ride for now, right? Or even if you reserved it and paid to reserve with the option to pay for later, that's fine. But that excursion might change. I'm still working on that. All right. All right. So guys, I have all of my stuff and goodies. I can't wait. I can't wait. Make sure you got your passports. Make sure you got your shit together. Make sure you got your carbon monoxide. I've already sent out the emails. Everyone has responded back to the matters of privacy. I sent out an email, matters of privacy, that explains if your fucking ass do something inappropriate, you might get sued. Okay? Don't be sharing people's business. Okay? That's it and that's all. 13 more motherfucking days. And with that, peace and love. I'm going to send y'all out with some positive vibes because I got to go get this weave out. No matter how low, you can still.
Even when you feel low, you can still go.
Hey.
Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
And I don't. This is Coffee with Friends, and I'm Roy to Debo. Come back tomorrow, y'all. Freestyle Friday. Get this message on the way out. Peace and love. Hey, hustle hard. What?
I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave.
I've been doing shit my way or the highway.
And on the driveway is a nice way.
Thumbs up, y'all. Hey. Thank you, Robert. As always. I appreciate you. But I just slide right by that energy. What?
Even when you feel low, you can still go.
Hey.
Even when you feel slow, you can still go.
What?
Even when there's no hope, you can still go.
I never answer to no man, I still go. Go, go. Peace, y'all. I'm out. Hey, peace and love.